Good morning, everybody. As you have doubtlessly heard, no doubt heard, ISIS or Islamic group attacked Paris. They attacked France. And it's just the rage all over the news channels. And their president declares war on ISIS. And it's like, duh, they declared war on the Western world a long time ago. They've been acting out through their war for a very long time now. But the liberals, they said that two of the terrorists stood in front of these people and fired weapons at them for 10 minutes. 10 long minutes. AK-47s. And of course, no one there had a concealed weapons permit, for that matter, a weapon that they could turn around and shoot back at those dummies. Liberalism is a disease. They need to be locked up in prison. No, I shouldn't say that. It's just biblical events are coming to pass. And you can deny it all you want. But at the resurrection rapture, there are going to be people that are going to have their glass houses shattered around them as the glass pours down around their shoulders. There are two groups on this planet that will not bow a knee to the Antichrist. Fundamentalist Christianity, fundamentalist Islam. Fundamentalist Islam is the one that's attacking everybody. Fake Islam is the one that's relatively peaceful. Relatively, I say. Because if you go to Saudi Arabia with a box full of Bibles and you hand out Bibles and start teaching Christianity on their streets, you're going to get your head cut off. You try being a member of Islam in Saudi Arabia and then you leave Islam for Christianity. You see what happens to you there. They're not peaceful. It's just they're not aggressively going out and slaughtering people in other nations to force people to go to Islam. But the fundamentalists have to be dealt with because they will not bow a knee to the Antichrist. And Christianity, real Christians, will not either. So, the resurrection rapture is going to take Christianity. One group dealt with. And the one group that has to be dealt with now, by force, is fundamentalist Islam. Now, if you read Revelation chapter 6, verses 1 and 2, that's the release of the Antichrist upon this world. And it says he is going out to conquer. You will note he has a bow with no arrows. But he has a bow. He not himself is not going to make war. But the people around him that he's going to employ will make war. You watch the Pope. I wouldn't be surprised to see some attacks very soon in Rome, Italy. They've threatened to try to kill him, and if they make threats like that, ISIS, they'll carry him out. But the Antichrist is about to be released, and if that be the case, this chaos is being brought forth by the Antichrist so that he can appear at the right time with all the answers. And how close are we to the resurrection rapture? Well, I mean, we're right there. I keep telling people, I do everything I can throughout every source that I can to get that gospel out there. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verses 1 through 4, believe upon the death, burial, resurrection, and you will be removed. This time period, this testing time period that the world is going to go through, according to Revelation 3:10, the church will not go through. It will be out of it. It will be taken out. And that's what 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 13 through 18, and 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verses 50 through 55 is all about. In a twinkle of an eye, shout of the angel, the old church is gone. Just like that. Then the greatest deception that's ever going to be played upon man is going to be wrought out. Yeah, you're seeing it right here with your own eyes. Believe if you want to, believe if you don't, or don't believe. It's up to you. God's not going to force himself upon you. But the consequences for not believing are horrific. Become believers. You're watching world prophecy, Bible prophecy being fulfilled in the world with your own eyes. Isaiah 17:1, Isaiah 19, Psalm 83, and in the batter's box, Ezekiel 38 and 39, Zechariah 14. It's on and on. You're watching these things. Never in the history of the world has there been a confederation between Iran, Persia, and Gog Magog, Russia. It's happening right now, people. Get with the program. Believe, or be left behind to face the wrath of God. That's John 3:36. If you deny Christ, he will deny you before the Father, and that Father's wrath will be upon you. You've been told, you've been warned, you've been given the gospel. It's time to do something with it. Believe.